neutralize the queen, so the queen can't ever like run at you. So
Yeah.
the only way that you can win is if through your DPS getting kills, but it's really hard because Genji is a good matchup into both of them. So we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, I mean, you're playing Fire right now. Your Lucio fucking hard trolled there. I don't know why he's like frontlining like that.
These things happen.
You'd be throwing more kunai in between your heels. That could be like a little bit more min-max, but that's micro.
Yeah.
Like really micro. Yeah, that guy's trolling. I don't fuck with this Fox.
Why's that?
You already have an advantage. You're gonna win slowly over time here. The only okay, so this Fox is good if they Fox in like if they Fox to stop you guys from pushing that advantage and you Fox in response, the Fox is good.
Okay.
But you already have an innate advantage and you don't need to push it any further by like right now you're up 1. Your Fox will put you like up 2, so you'll be like up 3 technically speaking because of all like the you know bonus stats that you get from the Fox, like multiplies the players that you have on the map essentially. But you already have a higher number of players on the map than their team does, so this is completely unnecessary.
Got it.
Oh, they don't even you don't even get kills with it either. It's even worse.
Yeah.
That was good. Hey, they wasted their Fox too. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking in my head that I was hoping that you don't cleanse because you just saw your Lucio beat the Genji, like the blade, which is fine because you're on Kiri. You don't need to beat the Queen ult, but like you have to have the discipline to not cleanse. And if your tank dies here, like he's just trolling. He's playing Orisa. There's no reason he should be dying. He just doesn't have to peek, right?
Yeah.
So if your tank is forcing you in a position to like where you have to decide to cleanse or your team gets Queen ulted, you just have to let them die in most situations. Like here, it's okay because their Queen's fucking trash and just like completely whiffs everybody. But like if you guys are like stacked up in a line here and he was a human and he hit his Queen ult in your Sojourn, he dies and the fight's like 10x harder because you're already down 1.
Yeah.
Because you know he's just looking for that. Okay, they're on Monkey and you're still on double Sniper. You guys should get destroyed right here.
We do.
Yeah. Hold on. This Fox is like fine against bad players. You just have to be careful about it. So the thing with Fox is like an ult, generally speaking, is there's a ramp up time, right? Because you know when you throw it out, you have the animation. The Fox actually has to travel itself, and then your teammates have to be in it, and then they have to start using their cooldowns. Like it takes time to start ramping up before it gets its max value. You know, it's not like a call, right? Or like a trank. So if a monkey jumps in and if you insta Kiri, there are times at which he will be able to live and kite it. Like And it's just really, really scary to Kitsune that way, because if you don't kill them, you completely waste the entire thing, but their whole team just commits anyway, despite you getting your ult out.
Yeah.
Like, he actually does get out, like I said. Like, he gets cleansed, and then he just jumps away.
Mm-hmm.
So if their Sojourn wasn't trolling and just dropping right now with his ult into a Kitsune, and their Genji wasn't fighting in it either, it would have got no value again. So...
Okay.
The way that you need to think about Fox is you use it to secure fights. Like, if the enemy team, like, you get a pick, and they use their Kitsune or they use an ult, you can use your Kitsune to secure. You can also use your Kitsune on cart in overtime. That's really, really good, because they will always have to fight you in it. And you could also use it if the enemy team doesn't have the cooldowns to kite it. Like, if you were on the corner, like, right here or whatever, like, if they... Let's say that you overclock, like, up here or whatever, and they use all their cooldowns to, like, amp and kite it, you push the cart back to, like, right here or whatever, and they start fighting you, like, their tank starts contesting, then you can Kitsune, because they won't have their cooldowns to kite it, because they just kited Sojourn.
Got it.
It's very, very rare that you want to open up just blind Kitsune, because 90% of the time, the enemy team will just kite it. Yeah, I was gonna say they should lose that. That Kitsune from them was shit. Let's go, Argo. Bless up, bro.
He hits shots.
Forcing Widow.
He's
Forcing
like-
Widow into Genji Tracer Monkey.
Yeah.
You have to be like really, really careful. So typically what I would recommend in situations like this is because they're on Genji Tracer, the way that you need to position is like really like your Widow just makes this so awkward for you, right?
Yeah.
You want to be playing in cubby, like ideally like right here, essentially. Because it's really, really hard for their flankers to press you from this angle. And you're like safe. Like there's nowhere that you're gonna be shot from. You're either gonna get pushed from up here or up here, but like you have LOSs to play around and your team can help you, right? When you have this Widow over here that's like stretching your resources, when you commit your like when they dive your Widow and your Widow's isolated and you commit your TP to try to help him, you're just gonna die right after. Like they have the damage to kill you both, which is what happens. So we'll see right here, even though the monkey dies and your team does peel, you're caught out in the open and you don't have anything to live.
Yeah.
And they still kill the Widow anyways, right? So I would just say in this situation, the best thing that you can do is to put yourself in a position where you can protect the most vulnerable target and then peace out when he dies. So ideally you're playing back with your Widow right here. When they dive him, you heal him and cleanse him, and then you TP out whenever like you're about to die or whatever he's about to die. And then that way, they have to decide if they're going to mark cart or if they're going to dive here. If they dive here, you TP out and then you're safe because they just use all their cooldowns to dive your Widow. And then if you, that's basically it. Like you just have to play further back, so you have a TP target to live after the dive. You can't TP in the dive unless you have like a beat or like your team is committing with an ult or something. But that's like a general concept. That's not just with this comp. I think it happens again. Yep.
Yep.
This one is a little bit less egregious, though. I can see like why you would TP there. It's just like a solo monkey. You don't see the Trey or the Genji coming, but I just don't think that you drop right here. You like secure your Widow to make sure that he's fine before you drop on cart. Like he gets the pick right there, and now you just need to chill.
Okay.
You just like stand like right here and just chill because their only play back into this fight is to dive something and try to win. They're going to try to trade, but they're not going to dive your Maga core. So their only play is to realistically dive your Widow. So I would just chill and I wouldn't drop here. I would just play like main, and then your Widow can like drop in the window, and it's the same situation where you can't burn your TP to save the Widow unless it's like one character or you have ults. Just remember that.
Okay.
You just have to let this guy die because your life is 10x more valuable than his.
Makes sense.
It could be a Sojourn, it could be a soldier, it could be anybody. You just have to be able to discern if that TP is going to get you killed or not. Just didn't do any damage to the Maga.
Yeah, I thought that ultimate was going to be a little more impactful.
Yeah, I mean, the cleanse is reasonable. Like, the problem is right here that you drop. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, you're on a dive comp, or you're playing against a dive comp. So what is your team going to like to try to do here? What's your win con?
I mean, still the same as the beginning, where it's, sustain and poke.
Yeah, you want to be able to poke out the monkey or one of their flankers as much as possible before they actually execute the dive.
Yeah.
Because a monkey at half HP on his dive is way weaker than a monkey at full HP, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean for you?
I'd keep my front line off to hold them off and peel for when they do dive.
Yeah. Basically, just what it means is, Kiri, is that you are going to be playing as far back as possible, and then when they dive, you're TPing out. It's just that simple. Just cleanse the dive target and then TP out so you live.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you drop here, you put yourself in open space, and then you're going to get poked out from the side here, which makes you vulnerable to die. Like right there, this jump is really, really good for this monkey because it creates an angle up here where he now has access. Like you are on like a really shitty spot now. You see how they have a triangle on you now?
Yeah.
Their Genji's right here, their Tracer's right here, and their Monkey's right here. So this monkey jump creates an angle on you that like dooms you. Because he jumped first, and he's top first, and you haven't used your TP, even if you TP instantly right here to like your Lucio, to your Widow, their Monkey has his jump with his carry who has Kitsune, so he'll just jump on top of you and kill you. And this guy can't help you.
Okay.
So you got to think of the matchup kind of like a Genji dash, right? Where like, if the Monkey's ever able to close the gap on you or force your TP and chase you with this jump, you're gonna die. Awesome. That game just crashed.
Nice.
Just said unexpected error. Did you watch the Twisted Mind end scam?
Nope.
Some good stuff. They were playing Maga. Coach Light's been saying Maga's good into Ram for fucking weeks. Months at this point now.
Yeah.
Yep. That's post nerf too, all I'm saying.
I didn't really get, like, I guess why he needed the buff in the first place, because I've been seeing a lot of, like, just random ass Malga 1 tricks tearing at least my part of the ladder. Like, I
don't think you need to be touched either.
As bad as people were saying.
People just didn't want to play him because they just didn't like the Maga meta, but he was still fine.
He was arguably good. I think super slept on.
He's niche. I would say he's niche. He wasn't good, but he was niche.
I don't think I ever lost to the
again?
Malga. I mean, you're not streaming?
I'm not?
No.
Oh, stream failed to start. Let's
go.
Hold on, let me try restarting Discord. There we go. Wait, let me up. Yes. Alright, we good?
Nope. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah. We're good.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, this is where you died, right? Yeah. All right, let's look at this fox. All right, how we feel about this fox, boss?
I don't think there was like really much better of an option. Maybe if I did it from the top, going down, that would have covered
Been a little
more,
bit
I
better.
guess, safe space.
Yeah.
But we just had less ult.
I would say in this specific context, in this fight, I think the fox is actually really good
Yeah.
because you fox, they blade, and then they beat right after too.
Yeah.
You get 3 ults for your 1. So like it's actually like good fox. Like even though your team can't really use it like that well, it does force out like a bunch of ults. So like I'm not gonna nitpick it. It's a good fox. It's worth. It never feels good whenever you ult and then nothing happens, but looking at the bigger picture, 1 for 3 is like hella worth.
Yeah. I think dropping it from the bridge would have been better placement, but I still don't think we win the fight regardless.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like, still same outcome, I guess.
Argo's still on Widow, bro.
I think he's on the team.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
And he kills the Genji? Wait, what the fuck? I swear, once this guy starts playing against like non-buffs, he should just get clapped, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you need to go up and clear this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't need to be this scared, bro. Just kill him. You still have all of your... Oh, you didn't reload beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking noob. Okay, that's why. You should still cleanse. You should still cleanse and like fight him more before you TP out. But the idea is good. Like you know to like go clear the tracer. So that's what matters.
Baited.
Huh. Okay, so this fight is actually like pretty decent from you, except for the like the first like this part where you're standing initially.
Yeah.
But like what you do after in response is what I was talking about, where you like force this guy to dive you because you're postured on your Widow correctly this time. You TP out, which is good because you live like 10x longer because they committed all their cooldowns here to chase you. Compared to if you started here, like you did in every other fight this map, and then TP'd to your Widow, you would have just died right after, right?
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yep.
Okay, now the bigger issue is not only that your comp is fucking terrible, but that you're standing like way too close to their monkey when you literally like hear him. You hear his footsteps right here, which is a big indicator that you need to back the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, you can hear him like stomping around. You need to be like playing like back here, back by your Ashe.
Got it.
Because the only place that he could be is right around this corner or like here under you for you to be able to hear that, or like maybe even here you can like might be able to hear him like crossing up and jumping up here. But like just to mitigate as much risk as possible, we want to be putting ourselves in a position where the monkey has to take the longest jump that he that we can force him to, because that gives us the biggest opportunity to poke him out before he jumps, which means that we might have a chance to kill him before he can get out or before he primals. Also, when you're postured back like right here, when the tracer blinks in from behind, and you know the tracer's there as well, and the monkey jump is going to force you back into their tracer, you might be able to get a pick with your Ashe because you can headshot him. And then you could just be everywhere. Like that's why Kiri's so strong. Like you can always ensure that everybody will, like you have a chance to help everybody at all times. You should just stand in the right spot at the start.
Yep.
Your Ashe also just coaches at the start of the... That guy's just fucking trolling. I like this from your Maga, though. I think you and Maga play this really well. Everyone else trolls.
Love you too, bye.
What do you think about this Fox?
Can we do it again? My girlfriend was leaving.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, I guess poor placement, and I didn't know that they had Fox in response. I expected us to be like trying to take that top space and retake the cart position, like walk through their monkey.
You can't.
Why not? Why not?
Your DPS, like
Just
the characters that you have,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Sojourn and Echo versus Genji Tracer. Like, what's the difference?
I mean, Genji Tracer want to be close, and
Yes,
Sojourn
yes,
don't.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. So you want to be playing the long fight, like as much distance as possible. So like your positioning right now is like really, really good. It's not your job to touch the cart.
Yeah.
It's not your job to force the fight in the cart. We don't want to force the fight with them because we have poke DPS and they have flankers. So flankers win close range, we win long range. So the best thing that you can do here is you Fox their Fox.
Okay.
Like when this monkey jumps right here and he lands like right here, you just chill. You just do your thing. Tell your team to break bubble or get out of bubble or whatever. And then if they Fox, then you commit your Fox and then you're chilling. Because they commit like all their cooldowns to like actually do this.
Yeah.
Which means they won't be able to kite your Fox.
Got it.
Tragic. Sorry, Jubert.
I would have had my my Suzu back up if I Fox where I was able to stand in it.
Yep. What is this beat? I'm sorry to keep going on your teammates in your VOD, but like what they do affects you a lot. I just have to figure this out.
Yeah. I think it's for the Genji Blade.
That beat just sucks though. Yeah. This is just like really awkward.
Yeah.
I think you're getting baited by your fucking this guy right here. Like you want to like help him, so you're like in between, so you can help both parties, but that just gets you killed. We don't really need to talk about that. Okay, so what's the takeaway from that map? I think there's two big things.
I definitely, I think a lot of my Kitsune knowledge is, maybe based around not the situation we were in for that game, and so I definitely need to think about how I want to change my, positioning and Kitsune versus like what different kind of comps I am both in and against, because I was also positioning like a lot of that. It may just be wrong in general, but I feel like the way I was playing is the way I knew how to play from playing Kiri in maybe a different kind of situation where it would have been better. But
yeah, like the Ram mirror.
Yeah.
I'm
playing it like it's Ramatra comp, but like my comp just isn't capable of doing the things that I'm used to using my abilities for. So I definitely need to be, I guess, more think about why I do the things I do versus just doing what I've already learned to do.
That's like a really
and positioning, like ability usage.
Yeah, that's like a really good takeaway. That wasn't what I was thinking about, but like I think that's like a really, really good way to perceive what we've talked about, because that is something that you'll have to do on every character all the time, unless it's like a hard meta where like every character is the same all the time. It's always like the same 5 characters, how it gets to be for a couple months at a time sometimes.
Yeah.
But right now, because especially the level that you're at, a lot of teams aren't playing what's actually good. And even at the highest levels of play, there's still like varieties in the meta depending on the map and the team that you're playing against and all that other stuff. So just being able to adapt and knowing your win condition is really, really important. What I want you to take away from that, though, is the Kitsunes and the TPs.
Yep.
So the actual timing of when you use the Kitsune is pretty universal in that, like, realistically, most of the time, you never want to just open up with Kitsune because they will kite it. It's just bad. If they don't have a means to kite it, however, then it can be good, especially if they don't have, like, if it's like a long lane and they're like close to you. Like, for example, if you're playing against a spam comp and you're able to close the gap on the spam comp because they're playing like Bap Zen or something on retake on attack, for example, that's like a niche situation where if they're playing a spam comp on attack where they have to walk into you, contest the point, then you can open up with Kitsune because they can't kite it. They just walk through a choke, you drop the Kitsune on them, and they can't run away.
Got it.
That would be a good situation. But if you're against like Lucio comps and it's just like a neutral and you're both shooting each other, you Kitsune, they just amp out every time.
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes more complicated in that you have to either use another ult first, like an overclock or something that's harder to kite because of the range on it, and there's no like amp time for overclock. You just pop it and then it's just going, you know?
Right.
And then you can Kitsune if they walk back in, or if they try to use their Kitsune to fight, and then Kitsune mirroring is also good depending on the situation. Like, most of the time, if your team can't kite it, Kitsuneing in the like to match is good. That's always like a fail safe. Like, if your team can't get away, just match the Kitsune, and that's almost never bad.
Got it.
And then the TP thing is just start with the target that they want to dive, and then TP out. Don't TP to them.
Yeah. The way that I guess I was thinking about it, as far as TPs go, is they have to choose which one they're diving, and so a lot of times, like, you know, I play forward to bait them into trying to dive me, and then I can go over to the target. But I see now why that's wrong, because I guess, you know, if the dive on me could be considered soft, it's just a free hard onto both of us, and, you know, putting us in the same position where, you know, now neither of us can escape. So.
Yes, sir. All right, you got it. Continue. Argo back in his bullshit.
I feel like the vintage archetype of, you know, always wanting to play Widow is pretty common. He's just the best at it.
Yeah, the vintage archetype is a good way to put it. That's funny. Okay, so when you're playing Monkey Kiri, you need to cleanse when the monkey's armor breaks. And that should be like a play that you guys talk about in a neutral where you don't need to save your cleanse for like a big like ult or something like that. Like here, when you're monkey, when that bubble breaks, cleanse now.
Okay.
And the reason is because armor is more valuable than health is, right? Yeah. So your cleanse is going to get more value by cleansing whenever he's still close to full HP, so the cleanse heals his armor back. It makes him tankier.
Okay.
And that's just like a general set play that you can always do with Monkey if you don't need to cleanse. Whenever he jumps in and you're with him, bubble breaks, armor is about to break, you cleanse, and then it allows him to get like another full thing of armor, and it just makes him 10x tankier. Like, it's so strong. Roger. Especially cleansing the rock here is so important, because if their team has hands here, he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know what this Sojourn... Yeah, anyway, but yeah, cleanse the rock. And the armor. Okay, he's just trolling. It's not your fault. Let me see this cleanse again. Okay, I don't know if you were doing it, but I'm gonna assume not because your monkey went in. You have to know that they have window here, right? It's been a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So you need to tell your monkey, or someone needs to say like they have window, and you need to say like chill. I'm 75 to Kitsune. Just chill.
Yeah.
What is like you remember what we talked about with Kitsune and kiting it? What are they missing on their team?
Oh, Lucio.
Yes, a Lucio, exactly. So it is impossible for them to kite this. Impossible. All you guys have to do is you take the map, you take this angle right here. Your monkey walks up here, he drops, you can get up here for free because he's up here. He drops, and then you can literally drop and Kitsune like behind them if you wanted to, and it's still good because it's going to push into them.
Uh-huh.
And they can't run away from it. You probably don't need to do that, but that's like an option, right? You could probably just like drop man and then just Kitsune here, and then that'll get their window out. Your monkey will be able to use the Kitsune really, really well with his bubbles. Like, it's just so good. He shouldn't be engaging with his jump here either. That's just so trash.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they still lose too. Their comp is just so terrible. Oh my god. What are we doing here, boss?
Maybe slow it down.
Why is this ult bad?
Let me look at it a little closer.
Let's look at it in normal speed.
Yeah. Well, I know that, you know, there's a few underneath me, but they just walk out. It wasn't the Sigurd Bapt that, you know, can't outkite it. So
can you kite this copy?
Yeah.
Is this a good copy from them?
No.
Why?
Because it's like 3v4.
Yeah, and you guys can just walk away.
Yeah.
Like, all you have to do, like this guy, like look at his health, bro.
Yeah, he just gets tapped.
He just gets tapped. All you guys have to just say is just kite, and then we're chilling. Okay, I just think you're stretching a little bit here. You don't need to be doing all this. Because you're taking this fight up here while you're hard peeking this lane, and do one or the other. Not at the same time, because you're putting yourself in a position where you can get poked by angles, which is what happens. And then he can commit on you and kill you.
Yeah.
Why is your tank on Orisa, bro? And what is this? Guys, what are we doing, guys? Oh my god! You just counterpick, or your tank counterpicks himself, and then your Lucio beats in here. No one can see you, bro. You're fine. Just heal each other. Like, damn. This is good. Kite the fox. Alright, let's see how you use your fox. You fucker. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. This actually might be good because they don't have Lucio, but I don't think so. I think this Sig can just kite it. Yeah. I mean, the fox is just shit. Alright, let's fix this. Alright, what makes this fox good?
I mean, it's right after theirs, so you know, it's
No, your fox is bad. I'm asking how do we make it good?
Oh, how do we make it good?
Yeah.
Walk forward first.
Yeah, like what's the problem with doing it right here?
They are all standing at the edge of it, and you know they're
too
no
far,
longer at the edge of it by the time the edge actually gets there.
Yeah, and then look, this guy has all his cooldowns. This guy has all his cooldowns. This guy has all his cooldowns. This guy almost has all his cooldowns. He's a lamp at 10. And this guy has all his cooldowns.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about why opening up with Kiriko is so bad. Because they don't even have a way to kite it. You just use it, and then this guy just presses his buttons, and he's fine.
Uh-huh.
Like, imagine if you use it, like, if you just call shoot Sig, I'm gonna Kitsune when they grasp.
Yeah.
Your team shoots the Sig, the shield goes down, you force the grasp, and then you guys run in with Kitsune, and then you probably kill him with just the damn. Like you don't even. He doesn't even need to be in the Kitsune. You can probably just kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just popped 3 in response, so I mean, technically speaking, it's still good because you got 4 ults for 1, but we could still make that better and win that fight.
I'm asking to not be on cart duty, but everyone keeps running off.
Yeah. Your team's trolling. There's nothing to talk about. Okay, I like how your tank is back on Monkey. He's not counterpicking himself. This is a good beat. Kill Sig. Yeah, and this is good. Alright, let's see this next Fox. This is a good one. I'm optimistic about this next one. Okay! This is a good one. Alright. This is a good one if your tank has hands.
Yeah.
Or if you guys communicate with each other. So the reason that this is a good Fox is because right here, this guy commits gold, and he walks to the right side of the cart, and you Kitsune it, it splits him. So what your Monkey should do is he needs to jump up, and he needs to bubble the Orisa right here. So the Orisa has to kite to his team through the Fox while he's being cut off through healing, and he's going to die. But your Monkey doesn't move.
Yeah, I called for waiting for gold.
Yeah, no, this is good. Like, that's a good call. Your Monkey just needs to jump right here. He needs to land right here and bubble, and this Orisa's dead.
Yep.
He just doesn't. He just doesn't do it. Whatever. But I like the thought process. Even though they have amp, like it's your team can still use it. I reckon you should still win this fight. That's fine. Kitsune for beats is good.
Mm-hmm.
Your Sojourn shouldn't overclock. That was bad. If your Sojourn had overclock right here, you could ping pong back with your overclock and it would be better. But okay. Oh, we're on BAP now, huh? We're playing BAP Rhine.
Yes.
Alright.
The people who aren't trialing see this as pugs. So it is kind of a scuff setup. Like,
but it fucks out the that's just so brain dead because if you are playing the game like it's a pug and you're trialing out people and you're not playing to your biggest performance, how are you going to know if they're good or not if you're fucking trolling?
I don't know, but that's, if I was better, I could try for a better team. GG's.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, but that's still like really cancer and just like really like esports, like just unprofessional, just retarded. Your Lucio's name is Joe Overclock. That's funny. Oh, you get that guy the schmoofs. Alright, please get off BAP, fucking Ryan. I'm just gonna go to a different map. I don't want to waste your time looking at fucking BAP when you're not gonna be playing it in most of your tryouts.
Okay.
Alright, what's another good one? We looked at KR and Coliseo. You wanna do Servasa, 66, Lijiang?
Let me... Can we actually do Esperanza from the previous one?
Yes. These codes should be relevant again because they just reverted the Maga meta, so.
Yeah. This is like
Or is this? No, I mean you guys are just playing like the Maga comp. You're just playing Mara. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can take a look.
I don't have hardly any time on Moira outside of 6-man meta. And we didn't really play 6-man much, so I know she's easy, but I just
This is just so AIDS for you. You need to put yourself in a position where you're not getting poked out by 50 different angles. That's your problem. You need to like sit in this cubby, or like if your team's rotating, just like stand here or stand like back here. Just minimize the angles as much as you possibly can based on where your team is playing.
yeah.
Your team is kind of fucking you by just like pussyfooting on like their engages. Like right here, your tank like fucks up his shift and they kite it, so it's like okay, you have to fade because that guy's behind you, and then they kite your Maga E and you use orb. So now like you can just chill in here and you'll be fine. Or if your team keeps rotating, you can rotate back here, but you just keep getting poked out from like the side, and now yeah, like it's just. You see what I'm talking about? Just like 30 different angles. You're just dying to angles. You don't have the luxury of range with Mora. Should orb that guy, he would probably live. Yeah, this is all fine. It's so hard for you to call into the Doom.
Yeah.
Cole's fine. Okay, so you play this fight like okay. So the thing with Cole is like unlike Kitsune, like you can actually like just pop it and it gets all of its value. The problem here is that the part where you're standing with the Cole, you want to be like hitting as many targets as possible, team and enemy alike, right? So taking off angles like this is kind of like not great because you're only hitting their team right here. You're not hitting anybody else. So you need to tell your Orisa like play on the right side of the cart, and he's like kite towards you right here.
Yeah.
But that's also tricky because they could just steal carts. Like the spot you guys are fighting at is just fundamentally terrible. That's the bigger issue. The retake should be you guys go from this way, and you take out like right here.
Got it.
Yeah. And then your Orisa just stays in the fucking Kitsune and just dies. Like I don't know what like what are we doing there, boss? You don't even spin, you know, like noob. Your Orisa should be on Kree here anyways. I like that damage orb a lot. That was good. You got an orb earlier there, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be so scared of this guy either. Also, your movement is really, really bad here. So, we've talked about like strafing and counter strafing, right? And all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So, the thing with Mara is you could just have the most like dumb movement possible because you don't actually have to aim and you don't have to worry about your movement fucking up your aim.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just sit there and crouch spam, and I promise you this guy, like right here, when he puts that clip into you and you turn for him, like you're chilling. Like right here, this fade is fine. I would probably like fade to like high ground, like up here, just to be safe. But even so, after that, especially when you have your orb at this point, just orb instantly right here, and then just 80 strafe, 80 strafe, 80 strafe, 80 strafe, 80 strafe, and then he won't do anything to you. But we can look from his perspective about how bad your movement is. Ew. This is really hard. You guys are in like a fucking pinch right here. This is a good fade. I don't fuck with this Cole, bro. You're up one, the Doom's about to die.
Yeah,
You're chilling.
I don't think I was aware of how hard we were already winning the fight. I thought we were losing it.
Oh. I'm about to say, like, you haven't made any mistakes this fight so far, bro. Keep it up. Damn. Hold up. Okay, yeah, I mean, you just get charge punch. I thought... Yeah, you didn't even hear that, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, I mean... I still don't think that's, like, a mistake from you, realistically. Like, that's kind of... Like, your Kree just charged him and killed you.
Yep.
Happens.
These things happen.
Yeah. Alright. This is really easy fix. Why are we going top right here, bro?
I'd figure that's where we want to, you know, contest and or take the fight, but...
This is literally a wet dream for a Doomfist if you go top right here whenever he has ult as well. You rock out this tight little choke.
Yeah.
The rotate on this map to break this high ground is always you go this way.
Uh-huh.
And if they're standing here on this bridge, you walk right here. And that way, even if they kidnap the cart, they have to drop to help the cart. You then take the high ground, and then if they round the corner right here, you drop and chase them, and you take the fight right here. That's the secret strat that you can call for your team next time.
Okay.
And this is like, okay, Cole. It's probably the best that we're going to get considering that everyone on their team has like hypermobility.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Pizza Pete. Doing a bit of trolling. That's fine. This character really plays itself in this meta, huh?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to really talk about. You're just healing and doing damage and not dying.
I have like a 65 win rate on Moira, and
Yeah.
yeah, I've almost never played her. Like, last night in Pugs, I had 35k heals and 10k damage.
You should
at-
never die
in
here,
11.
though. This is just bad. This is so bad to die.
Yeah.
You have your fade, just fade towards your fucking orb that you just threw over there in that room, and you're fucking chilling. Alright, we don't need to finish this map. Give me another map. A non-Moira map.
Okay. I'll say the Route 66.
From the most recent?
Yeah, most recent.
Okay. Alright. Oh god, it's Argo, but he's off Widow. Interesting.
I feel like even in the situations where Sigma is normally good, he is just so outclassed by the hypermobility that's
what I've been
meta right
saying
now.
forever, bro.
Like,
fucking Sigma sucks balls.
I don't think, like, even on Circuit, I feel like Sig probably isn't the best comp anymore. You could just fucking Doom with double sniper, and that'd probably be better.
No, he's still fine on Circuit if you're playing snipers, but you can definitely get away with not playing snipers on Circuit.
Yeah.
More importantly, is your positioning here is terrible.
Was that?
Think about it. So it's fine at the start, like right here when this guy bubbles, but now he's under you. So it's the same concept with Monkey. We want to force Monkey and his flankers to take the longest dive possible in order to reach you. So that means you're not playing stacked with your team. You're playing back here at the back of bridge.
I feel like that would just leave me so open to their, like, Echo.
No. You just can play around this corner. You have a gun. They have fucking Kiri and Lucio. If the Echo's healing if the Kiri's healing the Echo and not the Monkey, that's good for your team on the dive. If
Okay.
Monkey jumps up here and he's not getting healed, he will just explode to McCree and Sigma.
Yeah.
So you can literally just play around this corner. You can shoot the Echo if he takes an angle on you. If Genji and Echo both go on you, you have your lamp and you have your break. There's no universe that you die here. You are the dive target.
Okay.
If they can't kill you, then the game is over.
Roger.
But let's just see the angles that you're exposing yourself to right here. So this guy gets to jump up with full HP. This guy has an angle right here, and this guy has an angle over here. Boom. I create a triangle. Now, it doesn't look that bad yet, but you get your lamp forced right there, so now you're basically dead. On their next Monkey jump if he goes for you.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a time to back, but because of the triangle, makes it hard.
Yeah. They, like, I don't know why they don't, like, hard commit whenever you get the lamp out there and he has all of his resources, but, I mean, we shouldn't anticipate the enemy team being bad and not punishing you.
Right.
And this makes me nervous, you standing right here, too. You could die so easily right now. Yep. It's like the same idea of what we talked about. They just actually committed right here. So you're too close. The Monkey is in like super close range of you, so he doesn't have to make that far of a jump. He lands with basically full health. He cuts off you and your break because your break's fucking win trading as well, playing up here compared to if he's back here. If anybody is flanking right now, it's your Ashe. Your Ashe is sitting right here and your Briggs LOS so he can get packed. But your comp is terrible. Anyways, this is why double hit scan is always bad. Like 90% of the time, this comp is always terrible, and you need to have a flanker because when the enemy team picks a flanker, if all of your angles and all of your damage is coming from one lane, that means that the enemy team can take multiple angles in order to kill you. So like this example, the Genji can take like right here, and then even like if they had a tracer, he could go like all the way over here and like right here, and then you're in like a pinch, right? And it's super easy for the tank to not take damage if all the damage is coming from one lane. Like you can just use the map and be creative. Flanker stop that from happening because a flanker can stand here and that shuts down this entire lane. D.Va's a good swap here from your Sig. I don't fuck with this lamp though. You guys need to talk about like rallying and lamp and shit.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a really good play from you. I like that. That's a good window, and you split like the angle as well.
Thank you.
Good looks.
It's unfortunate because I want to swap to Kiri after the window, but
you got to do your best to save your shifts for yourself.
Okay.
Against dive comps.
I found myself doing it for my tank a lot more just because of like.
Yeah, he's just taking so much damage. Yeah, I mean, you waste both your cooldowns right there against the dive comp. You're just fucking dead now.
Yeah.
You have to be so greedy with your cooldowns here for yourself. Especially here when they have Blade. Like, luckily they kill him, but like you're still in a really shitty spot. You and your Brig are split. Like, both of you are just trolling. Play together. If your tank is stretching, tell him he's feeding.
Not till after I make the team. Can't make them dislike me while I'm still a trial.
Yeah. Yes. This Kitsune is terrible, but the concept happened. Cullen, look at this.
Yeah.
You're in the right spot. You cleanse your Ashe. Your Ashe gets fucked anyways because they 5-man him. Doesn't matter. And then you TP out and you're fine. And they get fucked afterwards because they burned everything to get that Ashe kill. The Kitsune is bad though because your team's already going to win.
It's even.
Yeah, you were shooting him.
Like we trade DPS and then like how do we know that we win the fight before I drop Kitsune?
Because they burned all their cooldowns in order to get that kill, and you had a bob out.
Okay.
Wait, where is it? It's the fight after this. Am I fucking trolling? Okay, yeah, I don't know why it went back so far. Okay, so like here. So there's the Bob. And then you see right here, the Bob gets the kill on the Echo. Now, they're all burning, and they're in the LS of the Bob, and your Echo. So, let's see. They don't have Bubble. Their Genji is just now coming up on his dash, but he's out of the fight. He's worthless. Their Echo's dead now. Their Kiri has no cooldowns, and their Lucio has no amp. Because they used all of them to get that one kill on the Ashe. But your Ashe actually played that really, really well, and he did a lot before he died.
Yeah.
He burned all of them, and he threw his Bob out, which created a pinch. So that's how you know. And you can see all that from up here. And granted, it's a lot to take in initially, but like the better you get, the more information you'll be able to process, and like the more opportunities will present themselves to you. And this is something like when you see this right here, this just tells, okay, this fight's just GG. They're all burning. Bob, Echo. I'm high ground. I'm chilling. They're not even looking at me. There's no one here that's even looking at me that cares about me. I don't need to do anything else. And you can see right here, before you even Kitsune, look at the monkey's health.
Yeah.
He just dies to Kips here. Yeah. Alright, we'll watch one more fight. Then I want to give you some time to get prepared for your triple block.
Okay.
I was about to say good job, but we kind of trolled a little bit at the end there. What is that cleanse, bro?
There's a Genji on me.
Fight him.
I got too many people to heal, man.
No, hold on. Look. So, right here, this guy, when this guy uses deflect like that in your face, just kill him.
Okay.
It is so worth to just kill this guy because he is their toucher.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if your Ashe dies here. And even like if you're really good, you could just shoot 2 shurikens right here, turn to heal your Ashe, and then shoot 2 more shurikens. Like that's probably the best micro play, but ignoring this guy is really bad. He should die here 10,000% of the time before he gets this beat.
Okay.
Look at that. And then he barely gets the beat, and then now he can pressure you and force you to use your cooldowns, which gets you killed.
Got it.
And he has Blade. Yeah. That's alright. Alright, go get some good codes, and we'll reconvene tomorrow and look at those. But the biggest things I want to see from these trials from you is better Kitsunes and better TPs, alright?
Alright. Sounds good.
Start thinking about